Hello and welcome to my week 6 weekly tutorial video. So this week was the last week of the show, of the preparation as well. So this was the tech week. We did some light and plot and it was show. So what research did I do? So obviously into tech week and show week, all the research is sort of pretty much done in leading up. However, I did start looking at more busking skills. I did start looking at changing submasters, changing how you play with submasters, changing how you operate them, changing all the effects, seeing what you can actually put into a sub. And because sometimes you can put an effect into a sub, but it won't hold certain qualities because of the way you're programming it. So what did I learn? So I learned how to successfully put a flyout into a sub. Because obviously marking it can become complicated when you're trying to reposition some moving lights to go down, then to come on, then to move up, then to fade off. So it's sort of like a 3 or 4 step process. It's not sort of one button and it just does it for you. So you gotta program it in, then put it into a sub. You've got to learn how to what parameters for those lights you need to actually record into the sub. Because, for example, if you just want to fly out but you don't want to change the colour, you need to make sure you exclude colour from the programmer when you program it into the sub. So all that sort of stuff like that, it was really helpful when I started putting stuff onto faders, when I started recording cubes, just to know and just to self-teach myself a little bit more about what I can do. So improvements, as I said last week, the speed of my programming can become an issue. I did make a few little mistakes. When speed of programming, it's just I need to make sure that I slow down a bit, and also one very important thing with programming, which I will recommend to any programmer starting out: always read your command line. Always read the command line before you hit enter to see what you put in, because it's a lot easier to check and to clear the command line before you hit enter than to fix your mistakes after you have. So also another improvement, I need to sort of step back a little bit, make sure some of the first years get to learn as well. Get them to do some programming, teach them a bit. It's just, it can be very stressful doing tech when you have 2 days to properly program everything. And you sort of get to the end of the first day and go, okay, we're in a good position. And then the second day you actually realise you haven't got that much time. And trying to let some of the first years programming you teach them, it can take a long time. So my action for next week will be to finish the coursework. Get everything done by the deadline. Failing this, I will do my best to get everything done. However, I may fall behind a little bit, but I'm prepared for that. Also, I forgot to mention about doing the show. So the show went very well for lighting. We did get a lot of great feedback. It went well. I bust some things over the top of the cues. All my faders worked properly. So that's all a positive. Also, we had to do a get out that night. We had to clear the staging off so that we could quickly take everything out the next Tuesday morning to do turnaround for the dance show. I do have pictures of this, so it's all being evidenced. So yes, thank you for watching the final weekly video, and I hope you have enjoyed the series. Thank you.